Hey guys, welcome to the Gray State. It's absolutely awesome out. It's a Friday. We're here at the range. I was able to score a new gun, so we're going to do an unboxing and a loose review, kind of a mini review, first impressions kind of a thing, on a gun that has just hit the streets here in the United States just within the last week. So I'm super excited about that. And as you guys can see, obviously, if you guys can read and if I keyworded everything appropriately, you found this video. So the Internet of Things worked, and we're all here together right now. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the much anticipated and waited for IWI Masada. I got one. Right place, right time, didn't plan on it. Actually went in to buy another gun and walked out with this one and the other gun. So all things work out, and it's a good day. So let's get started. So obviously, you guys, that trailer, if you're not familiar with it, the Masada is named after a fortification in Israel. And of course, IWI is an Israeli company. So it kind of makes sense, you know, if you're familiar with Uzis, Tavors, that kind of stuff, they have a long history. So today, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the history of IWI. What I am going to do is we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to show you what all is included in here for the price, which is actually very, very good for what you're getting, and give you my first general impressions. And like the other unboxing, you know, mini reviews, I brought out a bunch of different range ammunition. Then I've also brought a bunch of personal defense rounds. We're going to go through it. We're going to have the first shots. I haven't even shot this thing yet. And then we'll go from there. I did do a couple of things that we're going to talk about here in a minute when I'm kind of doing the unboxing. I'm going to give you some data points on some of the specifications that are associated with this handgun. But the only other thing I want to say is I'm going to apologize. Not really. I mean, I'm at a range. But there's going to be a bunch of gunfire going on. I got a cool dude named Jeff over here I just met. He's going to be shooting behind the camera.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
That's the way I roll. So I don't let anybody not have fun. So if you hear big bangs, that's where it's coming from. It's coming from Jeff. So, okay guys, so with that being said, the game plan for today is simple. We're going to unbox it, we're going to go over it, we're going to shoot it, and then I'll wrap it up for you guys. All right, let's get at it. All right guys, so opening the box, here we go. First thing we got a lock. Always got to have a lock. Owner's manual, registration card, you know, your standard stuff right there, case candy. I already did take it out. I just wanted to give it a once look over really quickly before we actually got started. So here's the bag that it comes in. I'm not going to worry about that. The gun itself, big feature. So striker fired, full size, kind of a duty size, which is kind of interesting. You know, in a world where things are getting smaller and smaller, IWI elected to go with a full size duty gun in a 9mm, kind of takes on the Glock 17. So, you know, if you know anything about IWI, I don't think it's a super huge, big surprise. You know, they're really more rooted in military and LE. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't have, you know, something smaller in the works and they're just kind of coming into market in the United States first with this full-size gun. So, you know, it is what it is. So anyways, it's pretty attractive looking. I'm going to pull it out here in a second in the case. You got two additional back straps. They're going to be small, medium, and large. The medium actually comes with it already. You've got two magazines included with this particular handgun. They're both 17 rounds, so it gives you 17 plus 1, which is a nice capacity. For those of you guys who are in less than 2A friendly states, they also do have a 10-round version. And sorry for you guys. So anyways, other things in the box here, we've got 4 mounting adapter plates because this gun is already optics ready. It's actually got a milled slide up on top. So one of the big things that's super cool about it. So let's talk about price for a second. So this gun retails has an MSRP of $480. And I can tell you that it comes out much less than that on the street. By how much, I'm not going to say definitely because I don't want to get anybody in trouble or anything like that. But you can find it for less than $480, which is about $100 less than a Glock. Okay guys, before we go full blaster mode on this thing, I do want to go over some of the design cues and some of the functionality and some of the features of this handgun. So front to back, of course, this is a 9mm striker fired. It's full-size duty size. Contouring is really kind of unique. My overall impression of it is it's not completely like a Glock, it's not completely like a SIG, and it's got a little bit of VP9 in it. So it does have a very ergonomic, comfortable grip. As you can see here, we have, you know, I already mentioned, we've got 3 different backstrap sizes. It is factory equipped with a medium, so we got a small and a large here in the box. Feels very good. Ergonomics are good. It's solid. It does have a very low bore access, you know, not typical of a SIG, more like a Glock. Other things that it has right off the bat, it's got full ambi control. You guys can see here. Sights that come from the factory are better than Glock, not as good as SIG. So you've got basically white dots, but they are 3 points. They are metal. They are adjustable left to right. So I'm not totally all too worried about the sights that are equipped with it because it is cut for a red dot optic already. It's milled from the factory here on the slide, which is kind of unheard of at this price. So speaking of the slide, other things that we get with, you got both front serrations and rear serrations. Take down over here on this side. One other thing I want to talk about here really quickly is the barrel. So the barrel is also kind of Glock-like. It's a polygonal rifling. It is a 4.1-inch barrel. I already mentioned that, but it's also cold hammer forged. So everything in this is quality. And, you know, for sub $480, it really is quite attractive, provided that it shoots well. Let's talk about the grip for a second. So the grip is polymer, much like a Glock or a P320. Like a 320, it's also got a serialized fire control unit, which is the serialized part of the gun. So maybe in the future we'll get different size grips, you know, if we want like a subcompact or a compact carry size, and maybe different colors, things like that. So that's always good. Up front, we do have pick rail. We don't have T-slots. Oversized trigger guard. So for those of you who are tactical and run gloves, you can use that and make sure that you're got plenty of space there for your man hands. Magazine itself, as I mentioned, it's 17 rounds for us here in free states. For those of you who are less than free, you can get it in 10. The trigger itself, IWI, as you can see, the trigger itself, it kind of takes its cues from Glock. It's got the internal trigger safety right there in the middle that's required to actually fire the trigger. Things about it that are interesting, IWI says it's a clean, crisp, nice reset 6-pound trigger. I actually found it to be about 4 pounds, 8 ounces. I'm going to splice that video in right here so you can see that. And that's with no modifications at all. That was straight out of the box. So I was pretty happy with that. It is a nice feeling trigger. It does feel more Glock-like than SIG-like. It doesn't have the sponginess that SIGs have sometimes. Let's see what else I can tell you about it. Oh, I know what I want to tell you about it. It's got a weird way to break it down. So I'm going to show you how to do that here. All right, guys, let me show you how to break this down. It's kind of weird. It's like a mash between a 320 and a Glock. You know, you got to actually pull the trigger back, but you also got to do a takedown lever. So it's a 2-step process, still easy, but I want to cover it for you because it's more information that I can share on this thing. So we are free here, no mag, no round in the chamber. We are clear. So we've got it back. Take your takedown lever, a la SIG, put it in the down position, send the slide home, pull the trigger, and then it comes off. So it's a 2-step process. There you guys can see the fire control unit, which is the serialized part. I'm not going to take it out right now, but it is modular. It'll pull right out. Put it back on. Of course, it's just the backwards process. Slide, there, boom, and you're back ready to rock. It's that easy. One other thing I want to point out at this price point, which is kind of unheard of, is it does come with 4 mounting plates for your mini red dot optics. They are polymer, so I'm kind of concerned how these are going to hold up. We're going to give it a go. Believe it or not, I actually brought, well, you probably do believe it, but I actually had an older Gen 1 RMR that I was going to actually get rid of. And then all of a sudden this thing came home with me and I'm like, well, it's already milled for it. Why not? Let's throw it on there. So while we're shooting today, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to put some Loctite on this thing. Not immediately. I want to crack off the first ones, but then I'm going to throw an RMR on it and we're going to play with that too. So that's the game plan. Enough of the chit chat. Let's get shooting. All right, guys, first up is just going to be some standard Federal 115 grain training stuff. It's brass cased ball ammunition. And I'm going to be doing 2 17-round mags, so it's going to be 34 shots. Have not fired a shot out of this yet. This is the first one. Here we go. Dead on. Seems to work. Perfect functionality. All right, we're just going to keep going. Next 17. Okay, guys, next up is going to be Winchester 124 Grain Nato. I will say my initial thoughts after that first couple of mags, really like the feeling of it. Feels good in the hands, shoots well. I like the low bore axis. Recoil impulse feels like it's coming straight back. Other things I really like the oversized slide release. Makes operation really easy. It feels like you're in a nice, big, comfy pistol. I mean, that's the only way to play it. So, all right, here we go. It's the 124 grain NATO from Winchester. It does seem to be shooting just a little bit low at the factory sights. It's a shooter. Okay, so now for this batch, I'm going to go back to the 115 grain Federals. Targets are reset. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna rip a couple quick ones off here real quick, see how it feels. It shoots great. Okay, mi amigos, we're back to the 124 grain NATO before we start going to the PD rounds. Here we go, another 34. Come on. There we went. We got it spinning a little bit. All right, guys, let me stop the cameras and we'll just move on to some PD rounds now. Okay, guys, in the spirit of keeping things moving along from here on out, I'm going to be doing 10 rounds each rather than a full 17 out of each mag. I'm going to be shooting personal defense rounds. First up is going to be Spears G2. This is the polymer, or the filled hollow point. It's the successor to the gold dot. So it's 147 grains, duty round. It's for LE use specifically. So should do really well in this handgun. Here we go. All right, it does still seem to be shooting a little low for me, and I'm about 15 yards out here from these little plates. So for what it's worth, you know, I'm still kind of getting used to this guy. Shoots really nice though, feels good. Okay guys, so far, you know, I really liking the way the thing shoots. I don't think I need to adjust the back straps yet or anything. I am still getting a little adjusted to it. Again, these little plates are about 15 yards out from me. So next up, the next 10 rounds are going to be 124 grain plus P Spear gold dots, the old tried and true duty round. Here we go. 10 rounds. There they went. No issues. All right, let's keep this party going. Now up is going to be Corbon's 115 grain jacketed hollow point plus P. There we go. 10 more. I'm going to try to hit those ones out there about 25, 30 yards now. There's 10 rounds. No problem with the cord bond. Let's grab the next round. I'm back real quick. I'm getting better at this, guys. And this is going to be Hornady's 135 grain plus P flex lock. 10 rounds. Ten rounds, no problem. Okay, shooters, next up is going to be SIG's 365 CCW round. This is 115 grain personal defense round, not plus P. Here we go. 10 rounds. Dime that one. All right, 10 rounds, there we go. Next up, this is gonna be 124 grain V-Crown from SIG, not the 365 stuff. This is their normal elite performance stuff. Here we go. Ten rounds, no issues. I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're just going to keep plugging right along on here. So now this is going to be 115 grain SIG V-Crown. It's not plus P, this is their elite performance stuff. Guess I'm just having a run of SIG ammo right now. So, all right, here we go. Well, that was a fast reset. Not the most accurate with that round. That was a fast reset on that one. It wasn't totally intentional. All right, I'm gonna pull these up. Now, if you guys have watched any of my other loose unboxings, the round I'm gonna be shooting next, I just love the smell of the powder. It's different. It's Barnes TAC XPD 115 grain plus P. I don't know what it is about the blend of their powder, but it has a nice smell. Here we go. It's such a soft shooting round. I really love that round. Smells good. Arrow 10, flawless. All right, that's basically all of the PD rounds that I have set up for today, except I've got 7 of the civil defenses left, and I'm gonna waste them all, or I should say, do some research. Here, we're gonna load up the 7 remaining that I have of this 2,000 foot per second creation round. Okay, guys, for my last set of PD rounds here, I'm taking my last 7 Liberty Civil Defense 50 grain, 2,000 feet per second plus P personal defense rounds. I love these things. I know sometimes, I mean, we've seen them go through armor, stuff like that, but that's not what this is about. At 15 yards, they might go a little bit like crazy jacks coming out of a full-size barrel, so I don't know what the accuracy on these things are going to be, but I love the sound of them. Who doesn't? 2,000 feet per second plus out of a 9mm. Gotta love it. Here we go. 7 of them. It's not hitting for crap. A little lacking in the accuracy department. And they zip though. All right, that's it for the PD rounds. Let me wrap this thing up. We'll take a look at the carnage and I'll give you some final thoughts on this thing. All right, guys, let's wrap this up real quick. Awesome day shooting today. It's always a good day when you have a new blaster. Oh, wait a minute. What changed? That's right, it has an RMR on it now. Oh, yeah!
Through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door. 5 minutes later, I'm
had one in my bag on an old MOS slide that I wasn't using anymore. Now granted, it's an RMR 01, it's nothing super latest and greatest, but it works. And because IWI did a solid and included all of the plates and screws, I gotta say that again, and screws, I was able to take it. I did have some Loctite with me. I took the plate, mounted the RMR on there while I was at the range, put it through its initial paces, and bang, I've got an Optic red dot setup that quick. So again, IWI did solid. So overall today, as you guys can see here, I shot a bunch of ammo, just about under 200 rounds, not one failure to feed, not one failure to eject. Accuracy on some of the rounds, and honestly, I think a part of that was I was shooting a little low with the iron sights on here. Again, the sights are better than what you'll get on a standard Glock if you pulled it out, but no night vision, no greens, nothing like that. So it doesn't matter when you put a red dot on it, honestly. So that's where it's at. So overall, super pleased with the handgun. It did exactly what I expected it to do. IWI is a very reputable name, and they build quality stuff, and it shot great. Ergos were good. Low bore access made it really easy to handle. Trigger felt great. Again, it came in lighter than the 6 pounds they published. I got measurements of 4.5 pounds. Time will tell about the polymer base plate for the RMR Optic, see how it holds up. I'm very optimistic about that. But all the other stuff, you know, quality, I wouldn't expect anything to happen at all. If anything does, I will be doing some updates and some follow-ups with this particular handgun. But yeah, overall for the price, what you're getting is amazing. I can't think but recommend it based off of my initial feedback. If you're looking for a very solid Optic ready full size, you know, duty gun that you can use, you know, as a spare gun, maybe a truck gun, things like that, and you have that extra Optic laying around. Again, you know, it includes plates for a Delta Point Pro, an RMR, obviously, a Sig Romeo, and then also a Vortex Venom. So if you have any of those just lying around and you're looking for a gun to match it to, it's actually cheaper than the RMR itself. This is your candidate right here. It's a good blaster. So that's it. You know, if anything changes, I'll be sure to let you guys know, but hopefully you guys found this fun, enjoyable, and somewhat informational today too. I mean, this is a hot new gun. It's just showing up on the street. So I was super excited to be able to put it through paces here in a very loose format of a review. And with that being said, if, you know, I don't do this professionally, I do this for fun for the shooting community to try and represent us well. And, you know, with that being said, if you guys liked, you know, this video, or, you know, found it informational, I would appreciate a like or a subscribe to continue to get some gun channel momentum here on YouTube. That puts us in a good light. So other things, if you want, follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Gray State Medic. I'm updating that daily with stuff going on. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, stay safe.